Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Diddy's domain has quite recently started to implode. While large numbers of you might have expected this, Diddy didn't understand that practically all of Wood was endeavoring to dishonor him. He started by accusing his dear companion and co-schemer, Jay-Z, of being the person who uncovered him. Those are fairly crazy allegations. Wouldn't you say how likely it is that Jay is the genuine lawbreaker behind every one of the odd exercises that go under the hip jump industry? Shadow. He's the adequate beast as of now, like R. Kelly was the keep-going time I sat on this lounge chair. So who's next? I acknowledge you all don't see the arrangement. I'm simply holding on to see who's next and who Jay's is setting. Die up for what reason is, everybody's struggling. He ain't doing different as Puma Wright has been on both Diddy and Jay-Z's case for some time now, and fans have been adoring her for doing as such, with different various posts like so on the off chance that something happens to Panther, right, we know why. I stress for Puma's security. She's been correct the entire time, say thanks to God for herself. And Cat Williams. It's really crazy when you consider it as returning to Cat Williams' interview toward them. Beginning of the year on Club Shay, which by the way is perched on right around 70 million perspectives now, which is an incomprehensible sum. All that he said it began to unfurl, like how he anticipated its God side and the opposite side, and we couldn't care less about the opposite side. Period. These zoo enormous dick degenerates is all getting damnation in 20,124. It's up for every one of them. It don't make any difference in the event that you Diddy or whoever you is TG Jake any of them the each. All untruths will be uncovered, that is all, and anybody who misinterprets that know why they misinterpret it. The fact of the matter is the light now, the reality, the lodging video film has emerged from Diddy attacking Cassie it truly is down finished, and anything Jay-Z has plotted against Diddy is presently filling in as his profession is full completed as before this. There was the country strikes, however there was no video evidence or anything convincing, as of recently as you would all realize. Diddy even posted a statement of regret in regards to the circumstance, attempting to hide any hint of failure and play the casualty so hard to consider the haziest times in your day-to-day existence. Yet, some of the time you got to do that. I was up. I hit absolute bottom, yet I concoct no reasons. My way of behaving on that video is reprehensible. I assume total ownership for my activities in that video. I was disturbed. Then when I did it, I'm disturbed. Now I went and I searched out proficient assistance needed to go into treatment and go into recovery. I needed to ask God for his leniency and effortlessness. Unfortunately, I'm resolved to be a superior man every single day. I'm not requesting pardoning. I'm genuinely sorry. How could he at any point say he's assuming complete ownership, and afterward TR can state he was in a dim spot at the time he went to rebuild that actually doesn't pardon in any event. Doing what he'd done in any case, when his expression of remorse was delivered, it appeared to irritate fans much more with various posts like how we go from these hostile and horrifying ims to I'm upset for my activities, not brother. We try not to accept you. You're simply sorry the verification came out. You apologize for one thing out of the large numbers of things you've done to individuals throughout the long term. You're just sorry you got found out, and that is the miserable part. Worth raising. A 1999 story gives an abundance of data with respect to these two in those days brushes and Jay-Z were dedicated in New York City. We should return to December of a long time back when Hey got into serious trouble that could have finished their vocations and placed them in prison. Puffy was captured for utilizing guns and taking kickbacks following a brutal squabble that harmed 3 individuals. The way that his ex Jennifer Lopez was likewise involved added to the show. With respect to Jay-Z, the reports that he wounded a man have died down now that he's about civil rights and ruling the music world with Beyonce during the 1990s. Hip-hop was tied in with being real and boasting about it. Presently, it's more about how standard you can go. Those events overturned all that external their own lives, constraining the NYPD to reevaluate its strategies. Did his aggressive message seem, by all accounts, to be having an effect that Beyonce is apparently frightened. What's more, is moving to petition for legal separation from Jay-Z to safeguard herself from the aftermath, since she in no way wants to go down with him. You all review how everybody was discussing Jay-Z and how he was evidently going to be uncovered as the following enormous name in Hollywood. Well, reports are coursing that his old mate Diddy is behind all of this, guaranteeing that he has been squealing on Diddy in counter for Diddy leaving him and totally isolating himself from him, except if You've been living, hiding away for the last 4 to 5 months. You likely definitely realize that Diddy's ex Cassie and 3 different ladies documented allegations against him, which is the reason Jay-Z and Bass. Likely, every other person in the business has been isolating themselves from him, particularly with the new lodging video that got released. No big surprise. Nobody in Hollywood needs to connect with the person Panther right additionally uncovered Jay-Z for having various casualties, like Diddy scene. Carter is answerable for enacting Hy Williams to put AO on a flawed plane to move her out the way, as discipline for dismissing him, thus he could step up Beyonce, who was battling we should simply say suit. Supposedly that happened now. I believe you should contemplate 106 in Park with Mary J. Blige Free, who is a survivor of Sean Carter. No doubt Mary J. Blige, who was a survivor of Sean Coles. Before we go any further into the video, what are your folks' genuine contemplations on this whole circumstance? Is it looking likely Jay-Z will go down straight away like Diddy, and he also have his realm completely breakdown, or is everybody blowing up because of the Diddy claims remark down beneath it appears to be that? He is especially angry of Jay-Z removing him since tales are circling that Diddy has made it his central goal to guarantee that Jay-Z goes down close to place Jay-Z and Diddy's relationship in context. Consider this, the 2 men were once dear companions, colleagues, as well as dearest companions as a matter of fact. Diddy even stated that Jay-Z and his mom were the main 2 individuals on the planet who were allowed to call him by his actual name Sean, who is Sean endorsed from the universe of Amuse. He meant, there's just a single individual continue, and I call him Sean, that is Jay-Z. We call each other Sean, okay? No doubt no other person could call me. Seeing this next few long stretches of time will be very fascinating in the Diddy and Jay-Z circumstances, as it's apparent Diddy is going down and it appears like he will drag every other person with him, including his alleged closest companion Jay-Z. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.